This is the Jeff Keyes Auto Sports Desk.
The Hall of Fame opens its doors to a dozen new members. Bearcats tennis is going dancing, and we find out where. Plus, the Purple Tornado touches down with the Black Knights. Welcome to the Sports Desk. And we start where we began the broadcast at the Greater Binghamton Sports Hall of Fame, an induction night for the historic 10th anniversary class. Binghamton Bearcat alums and Olympians Emily Mackay and John Moreau headlined this year's class, and joining them were field hockey pioneers Alicia Waddell and Karen Cornell Funk, both out of Whitney Point and Marathon. Section 4, well represented on Monday evening as well. Legendary coaches Vicky Sachs of the Vestal Golden Bears and Shenango Forks Blue Devils Dave Hogan were also met with enshrinement.
It's great, just so grateful for because this is, I'm one person, but there's just so many other, it takes a village for sure. It's a lot of people involved, and just so appreciative of everybody.
And I look at that head table, and I look at the amount of talent that's sitting at that head table and the experience of athletes and coaches. It's just tremendous. It's very, very overwhelming.
This year's ceremony's featured speaker was former New York Mets and Yankees manager Buck Showalter. He spoke with us about what it means to be part of these events and being asked to be the featured speaker.
You can tell how much it means to everybody here. And honoring, it's all relevant, whether it's a World Series or a high school state championship, or it's just everything. It's all relevant. I've always tried to keep that in mind, and it's an honor to be asked to be here.
The Greater Binghamton Sports Hall of Fame currently resides at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena. This year marked the 10th anniversary for the Hall of Fame ceremonies. You can learn more about each of this year's class members on WBNG.com as you look back at our profiles of all of the inductees. Bearcats men's tennis is dancing once again. Binghamton is back-to-back winners of the NEC crown, and on Monday night, the two-time champs found out live where they're going to be headed. Binghamton athletes, coaches, fans, and even President Harvey Stanger were in the building with much anticipation for the team's name to be called during the NCAA Selection Show. The Bearcats are headed back to Columbia once again this year for its first-round matchup, this time, though, playing against the host school, the Columbia Lions. NEC tourney MVP William Marias Binney says he's excited for the opportunity to return to the Big Apple.
Compare us to a lot of those other teams that are there. You have a lot of 4 seeds that are very, very strong tennis teams, and it's a testament to, I think, the work that we put in, how much we fight on court when we play, and kind of a great way to end a really tough season.
Columbia, the Ivy League champs, entered the tournament ranked number 9 in the country. That's who Binghamton will be matching up against. First round action of the NCAAs starts up on Friday, May 2nd. The wins keep on coming as well for Bearcat senior goalie Connor Winters. Binghamton's men's lacrosse netminder set the school record for most saves in a game and most saves in a career on Saturday. On Monday, Winters was also named the America East Goalie of the Week. The Binghamton senior made his historic 510th career save against Vermont in a 12-7 win, clinching a playoff spot in the conference championships for the Bearcats. Winters finished the game with 22 saves on the day, that also setting a Binghamton University record.
Connor Winters was outstanding in net. I think it was his best game of the year. Glad he decided to pull it out today. Obviously in a big, senior day win for us.
Binghamton will face off as the number 4 seed on Thursday in the America East semifinals. The Bearcats will take on the top-seeded Bryant Bulldogs in Rhode Island. That first face-off at 4 p.m. And we finish up this evening with a tornado touching down on the Diamond for a doubleheader in Norwich. The Purple Tornado playing 2 on Monday against the Windsor Black Knights. We hit the Diamond as the Purple Tornado baseball team is looking for its first win in the season. First inning, though, Black Knights, Ryan Kristoff. He hits a line drive into the outfield. That's going to bring the runner in from second to score, and it's 1-0 Windsor. He's safe. Second inning now, Alex Young fly out to center field. Norwich is there for the out, but that brings in another one, and it's 2-0 after the tag up. Staying in the second, Cohen Werner here. This brings in 2 more. It's 3-0, and the Black Knights would continue to roll, although Purple Tornadoes doing some work on the base pass here, getting 2 bags. Windsor gets the win, though, as they take this one 7-1. And we move to the softball diamond, where the same 2 teams are matching up. First inning here, Purple Tornado looking good. Kerrigan Reed smashing the ball in the center. And that puts up 1 point for the home Purple Tornado. Staying in the second, Shaylin Rice gets it past the first baseman. That scores 2. It's 3-0 Norwich, but the Black Knights came back strong. They put up 14 runs, and they take a 10-run lead and a 14-4 win as Windsor takes both games against Norwich.
All right, Zach, thank you. And don't go anywhere. We have one final story next.